Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Commodores will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the back. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He's turning it loose into the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Under pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking outside, it's Alexander. At the 35, he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Fresh center downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
To throw, it's Carter. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. On play action. Left side is Spence. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he just pumped that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Barney.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Connor. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. 2nd and long here. Making the adjustment. Second down to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked. Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Looks it in. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Deep shot for the end zone. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Quick give. It's Ives. Maybe he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the counter. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Drops back on first down. They're all over him. Trying to make magic with his feet. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hits inside. It's Alexander. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Sherrill. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Vandy. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass.
Number 88 set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quick catch. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine.
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Alexander. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers.
Touchdown, Commodores! Excellent pass by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Here comes the Heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for running room. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a 1st down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rushes on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Between the hashes, it's Alexander. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hits the hole, it's Alexander. Past the 6. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 1st down from the 43. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give his guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Oh, pressure's coming. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on 4th. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The give on 4th. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing them.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Calandria. Fires to the middle. Left side is Hunter. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rashad Downs going up top. Moving out to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's gonna do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 10 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick completion to the right. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Hauls it in, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Huskers! Great job by the back on the option. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Driven back.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Commodores will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Right side, it's Hunter. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Huskers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Going to the run, it's Nelson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Calandria. It's complete to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Got room at the 35. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for an alley. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Under pressure. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back. Tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, it's Nelson. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Might as well run him again. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moves the pocket. It's Calandria. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Trying to take it back. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I love the coverage in the back end by the secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver, staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his paw out there to knock it down.
2nd and long here. Swamped immediately.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Running inside, it's Alexander. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short, he needs a yard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Drives inside. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Comes down, it's Spence. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They want to throw it. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
Shotgun snap on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Short throw to the sideline, complete, and he'll pick up the first down.
I know that one is going to really upset the defensive coordinator because on third down you're blitzing. You're hoping to at minimum get a free rusher and at least affect an errant throw by the quarterback, but neither of those things happened. The quarterback was able to get outside the pocket. He was never hit. He throws the completion, and now the defense is facing a fresh set of downs.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Run in the red zone, it's Alexander. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Powers inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's got it on the right. On the move is the 30. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carter. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throw.
Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Slips a tackle, and he's got room.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love
could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the BYU Cougars and the Oregon State Beavers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the Beavers head coach before the game, he is so excited to lead his team out onto this field where he was a player himself. He has waited his turn. It is a full circle moment for him, and he said, I cannot wait to be the head coach and be the leader that I had when I was a player. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Cougars kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. From deep, it's Wheaton. The Beavers offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And coming out to lead this squad is Corey Daly. Makes his first start of the season for this team, hoping to get things started with a W. The run inside. It's McMillan. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Beavers! He got a step and just dusted the field. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy. Defenses, you cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Carson Cup, we believe he's going to get the ball a lot, and they'll just keep feeding him as he gets stronger as the game goes on. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Out wide right, it's Hamilton. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires to the big fella. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing into zone defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. While they're thrown a little bit late, as a result, it's an INT.
Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Still on his feet at the 45. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's McMillan. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back, it's Staley. Right side, it's Farrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Push is ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McMillan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Beavers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Farrell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. It's 3rd and 5. Selling the fake. Fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finds his big tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. Enough to move the chains. At the 35, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Got his man. Nice move there. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Reels it in down the left side. Running free. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
That quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground with the counter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll ride him again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And the Cougars come to the line, needing just inches for the first down. Plows his way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Daly. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Beavers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And here's the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Soto. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Beavers using their first timeout. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Rush is on. Forced him to get rid of it on third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Daly. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. Drops back on first down. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before... Touchdown, Oregon State! Into the end zone for 6.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 14 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Orange with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in Corvallis. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. Turning on the Jets. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Back's got it on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Beavers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Daly. Oh, pressure's coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Quick give, it's Farrell. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not?
Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And the Beavers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tough run here. It's McMillan.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the...
And he's in! Touchdown!
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Going for 6. Touchdown Cougars! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part. They got to put this thing in turbo.
38, BYU 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to... Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Scooped and scored. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play fake. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. At the 20, he's got space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Beaver!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Driving forward, it's Farrell. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Glad you could join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will have the football first. The Ducks slipped out with a close one the last time they squared off with the Beavers.
And they were sleepwalking a little bit in that game. They felt like on paper they matched up extremely well against their in-state rival. But, David, they got caught napping early. That can't happen again today.
And the Beavers don't care what their record is. They want a bite of Oregon every single year. They want to ruin their season. And last year they got so close, they're chomping at the bit for this win.
The fake wants to throw. He's open on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Beavers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Hits inside. It's Farrell. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Sets his feet. It's Daly. The quick out.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Turns it upfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. Gonna look downfield again. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Play action on first down. Still looking to his right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's McMillan. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Picked off.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
Smith dropping to pass. Right down the middle. Out wide left, it's Stokes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Trying to establish the run.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
From the gun, it's Overton. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Smith wants to throw. Fires fires downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Overton. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the catch. It's Overton. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it. Looking for room at the 30. Still on his feet. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Number 39, set to kick off.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Look out! He sacked this defense all over it. And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Caught. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Long way to go on second down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Smith dropping to pass. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's fourth down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Running inside, it's McMillan. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fights off a defender. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to make one miss. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got him on the RPO. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the big fella. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the return, it's Wheaton. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Unloads to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Man, that is...
The run inside. It's Farrell. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the entire...
On the play. Brings up third down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. To the air, it's Daly. Fires to the wideout. off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Finally brought... What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. On the ground, it's Overton. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. And the RPO got him. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Second down coming up. From the red zone, it's Overton. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Got some green grass. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Beavers will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Daly. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Beavers are flying down the field. He wants to throw it again. Working on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. It's a 1st and 10.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Throwing on the run. Makes the grab. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll run it in the red zone. It's McMillan. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Beavers! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked mad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Overton. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gonna run it. It's Overton. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the left. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game. And so long as you don't turn it over.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Gives it. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They tackle a little more. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Left side, it's Smith.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Sells the run, wants to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the New Mexico Lobos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
I caught up with the Oregon State head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon State's offense will have the ball first. And coming out now for the first time in this one is Eddie Freoff. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't.